this red mark is called the tila, and it's important that it's red. That's called kun, which is a red pigment. And it's applied to the groom and bride's forehead, but right now it's just the groom. The mark is always long and vertical on the groom, and that represents the ray of the sun, which is a fructifying agent in nature. So basically these marks represent fertility.
Yep. Well, my name is Nancy, everyone, and I am the groom today. As you can see, I'm wearing all white, and white in the Zoroastrian religion is a symbol of faithfulness, innocence, and purity. And as you can see, my bride, she's wearing a loose attire, and that basically symbolizes that she's modest, that she's beautiful, and that there's mystery to her. And right now, my mother-in-law, or future mother-in-law, is going to bring forth a pot with water, which is called a Varga Hindu. And I'm going to dip my hands in there, and while doing so, I'm going to drop a coin as a symbol of my gratitude for the gift of water. Water in the Zoroastrian religion means prosperity and humility, and those are wonderful values to have as I get married. And then another thing that I forgot to mention is my shawl, which is a sign of respect and greatness. I'm the bride, and I'm giving flowers because they do that. I know. I'm also getting a tila, and mine's a circle. This is a line.
The reason that Maddie's is a circle is because it represents the moon, which is said to absorb the rays of the sun and then reflect it. It also has to do with fertility.
And this is my mother-in-law, who's still my mother-in-law.
And the bride and groom are not supposed to see each other until the shoot will be dropped.
Yep.
So, our mother-in-laws are about to perform an Ashimichu, which is a purification ritual using an egg. And Nancy's future mother-in-law will wave an egg around Nancy's head 6 times. And then, if this was a real wedding, she would throw the egg onto the ground to release the evil that was caught up in it. But she's not going to do that. She's going to give it to Mary Beth, who is going to perform an Ashimichu as well. Just do that 6 times, and then don't actually throw it on the ground. And also, they would oftentimes take a coconut after that and throw that on the ground too and release evil from there.
So now they're sitting opposite one another with a curtain in between, and that's representing that there's still that separation between them. They're not quite one yet, but once the curtain is dropped, they will become one person, essentially. Before that happens, they're gonna grab each other's right arms, right hands, and I'm gonna wrap this cord around their hands 7 times. And that's for a couple of reasons. One, it's like tying them together in unity. And it's 7 times because there's 7 attributes of their deity, and so 7 is just like a sacred number in their religion. And then also we can wrap it several times because the same one cord is easily broken, but with many it's much stronger. And so kind of the thought is that this marriage will never break because it's so strong. And then I'm also going to wrap the cord all the way around them in like a circle of unity. So just like a lot of unity is a big part of this wedding. And then as I wrap the cord, the priest, which are Kylie and I, sorry, I didn't say Kylie, I'm a priest, we would chant a prayer, and we would chant it 7 times as well. But we're just going to have you two chant it.
And we're only going to do it once, and then I'm going to explain what it means.
And then following that, a tradition would also be when their hands are still wrapped, there would be rice in their left hand, and they would have to throw it at each other when directed. Whoever throws it first would lead the other in love and respect, so they would love and respect the other person even more. But we're not going to do that part because we didn't want to make a mess and have the clean people hate us. So we won't do that part. But I'm going to start wrapping now.
consciously, O Almighty Creator of all life, through reason, fact-based, intelligent choice. Likewise, I consciously seek guidance from my Master, my subconscious, that divine flame aligned to truth, reality for solutions to the challenges I face in life, treading that victorious, knowledge-based path of life, of love, compassion, and patience, through conscious, enlightened acts of selflessness, as it is only through the strength of conviction, the determination to follow this path, knowledge, faith, telescoping into actions, O Creator of all life, that guides me away from the dregs of ignorant, egotistical, unethical behavior and towards acquisition of thy postulated riches.
And then we would drop the curtain and have a take them and follow them. And they would also be thrown. And so then after that happened, oh yeah, you guys can sit down, thanks. They would both turn their chairs so they're no longer facing each other, they're going to face the audience. And then the priest would continue to bless them. And so he would say this long line in their language, but I'm not going to say. But in English it says, according to the rules and customs of the Zoroastrian religion, so the religion of their God essentially. And then I would bless them saying, may the Creator, the omniscient Lord, grant you a progeny of sons and grandsons, plenty of means to provide yourselves, heart-ravishing friendship, bodily strength, long life, and then I would continue just blessing them in that way. And then I would essentially ask, is this marriage mutual? And I would ask them for truthful consideration, so truthfully thinking through their decision. And then they would reply, yes. Great. And then like throughout this, there's more blessings and there's songs. But then I would end with the Kandaroski, which is a prayer of benediction. And I'm not going to say the whole thing because it's really, really long, but by the name of the bountiful, merciful, and kind God, who is kind and just Lord, may Maddie and Nancy have health and long life. May they be worthy of piety and splendor, O omniscient Lord. Let joy and pleasure, ease and plenty reach them, and let divine might and royal justice reach them. And then may it be so. And then I would tell them to exchange rings.